Hey, all right. I want to start off by giving all glory, all praises to Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai, by Hashem Rakakwadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles for teaching us this truth, and blessings to the brothers pushing the word throughout the four corners. Peace and blessings to the elect scattered throughout the four corners of the earth. I'm the brother Karab from the GMS Memphis camp. Come with a beautiful lesson going into at the end it shall speak. You see, at the end it shall speak. And what I'm talking about is prophecy, man. See, if you pay attention to prophecy, even understanding the word of prophecy, prophecy means to speak before. And since 1970 on down to this time frame of 2023, the prophets have been speaking and prophesying about those things that pretty much are approaching, okay? Such as, the mixture, famine, death, pestilence, more lockdowns, famine, right? I said famine. Death, mass death. You got to say famine twice because truth be told, it's going to be famine of the word. Then it's going to be famine of food and water. And pretty much I have an article that's going to tie into all this prophecy and ultimately them rolling out that digital currency has a more, it's finna have I'm talking about a huge effect on the economy pretty much, on you citizens. You American citizens that love to they love money, they love to look cool and act good and love wickedness and party and do all types of things, all manner of evil. Hey, the Lord got a heavy judgment coming for you, man. And mainly our people, the Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, and Indians, because guess what? You help this wicked kingdom thrive. You support your daddy E, man. E being Esau Edom, a self-proclaimed white man. As long as he putting things on your table for you to eat, you ain't doing nothing but getting his scraps. You getting his leftovers, and you cool with it. Meanwhile, you forget that you are a royal people and that the Lord is loves you and that you have a kingdom beyond the realm of this world. You know what I'm saying? Like it's you Yasharallah, okay? You're kings, princes, you're rulers. But right now, you ain't nothing but 2/3 pants sagging niggas. Or you ain't nothing but partying, Cardi B, Glorilla, Lotto women, man. You just everything's out of order. Families destroyed. Kids are left to themselves. It's no order, man. Therefore, the Lord got to bring heavy judgment. You see? But let me read Proverbs 16:4. Get into a little article, read some scriptures, and Lord willing, you be edified. It's Proverbs 16:4. The Lord hath made all things for himself, yea, even the wicked for the day of evil. And who is the wicked? If you go to Malachi 1:4, it breaks it down, which we can go ahead and get it. Let's get Malachi 1:4. We can start at 1. Malachi 1:1. The burden of the word of the Lord to Israel by Malachi. I have loved you, said the Lord, yet ye say, wherein hast thou loved us? Was not Esau's Jacob's brother? You familiar with the story of Esau and Jacob, okay? Where Esau had sold his birthright and Jacob had rightfully supplanted Esau out of the birthright, man, because ultimately Esau didn't really deserve it. He said, what good does this birthright do for me? Hey, that was a statement he made, man. He said what he said. Therefore, saying what you say, has consequences, man. Therefore, the birthright was given unto Jacob. And Jacob is the forefather of you Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, and Indians out here today, man. That birthright is important unto us, man. That birthright consists of the promises, the kingdom, man, everlasting life. We have that. But the devil, Esau Edom, so-called white man that's ruling this world, they got us paying bills, living paycheck to paycheck, barely surviving, bringing in his digital currency and his new world order. He don't have that. That's why the Lord created the wicked for the day of evil. All right. And we're going to keep reading. This Malachi 1:2. Was not Esau Jacob's brother, said the Lord, yet I love Jacob. And I hated Esau. See, the Lord hates. And when the Lord hates, it's stamped. It's forever. The Lord said, I created the wicked for the day of evil. He hates this devil so much that he created him for the day of evil. But he's also the whooping stick for the nation of Israel. That's why when this devil show who he truly is in the last days, it's going to put a lot of fear in those that don't have the knowledge and wisdom of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, who the word really called God and Jesus Christ. Those are the true name of the Heavenly Father and His Son, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai. Yahweh's who you ignorantly call God, Yahweh Shai is who you ignorantly call Jesus Christ. And they are Quadar, which in Hebrew translated to English means dark-skinned men, man, according to the scriptures. Malachi 1:3, and I hated Esau laid his mountains and his heritage waste for the dragons of the wilderness. It say, whereas Edom said, we are impoverished, but we will return and build the desolate places. Thus said the Lord of hosts, they shall build, but I will throw down. They should call them the border of wickedness, and the people against whom the Lord have indignation forever. Okay? So it was a time where Edom fell, but now they came back up what? In the Renaissance period, rebirth, man. And now they are thriving pretty much, man. You see, he loose for that little season. And that little season is now. He only have a little time. You see? Let's get Job 20:5. This is Job chapter 20:5. Right quick. It said that the triumphing of the wicked is short and the joy of the hypocrite but for a moment. Now this Job 20:5 in the NLT. The triumph of the wicked has been short-lived and the joy of the godless has been only temporary. So it's a certain time, right? Going back to Proverbs 16:4, it was a certain set time, the set bounds that he cannot pass. A Lord has a particular time period for this man to thrive. Okay, and he's gonna have that triumph is gonna be that horn is gonna be blown in the evil days. You see, because that's what he good at. He good at wickedness. So he's gonna show how good he is when that time is at hand. When the time of Jacob's trouble is on the rise and everything is out of place, from the money system to the job, people gonna be jobless, homeless. Hey, it's gonna be chaotic, man. It's gonna get real tough for you citizens in America, man. Ultimately, our people. Because that's who the harsh judgment, that's who really going to get whooped the hardest, man. Because y'all the Lord's chosen people, but you walk and act like heathens. So you are considered those citizens. Okay? You really Esau's children. Okay? Let's get, go back to Malachi, because I don't think I finished it. This Malachi 1, I just reread 4. Whereas Edom said we are impoverished, but we will return and build the desolate places. Thus said the Lord of hosts, they shall build, but I will throw down, and they shall call them the border of wickedness, and the people against whom the Lord have indignation forever. The border of wickedness. You see? So when the Lord said, I had created the wicked for the day of evil, it is talking about Esau, Edom, the so-called white man. These elites, these higher-ups, these banking families that's in these positions, man, you don't even see them. You know, these Rothschilds, the ones that really, really rule, man. You know, they are already on the next level of payment, but it's about to be implemented worldwide. And I was at work, man, dealing with one of the people that come in for my job, you know, and they came in and he was really pretty much watching something on TikTok. And he was like, this is my news, because what they don't say on the regular news, I just go to TikTok and they kind of reveal important things I need to know. And he was an Edomite. And he was like, I told him, you know, I tried to try him a little bit. So when I was dealing with him, I said, they might as well just make it digital currency then. He was like, no, because then that gives them all access to our information. You know, pretty much they can do whatever they want to us. We screwed if they wrote out that digital currency. And man, hey, that's beautiful, because guess what? The next day, through the spirit, I'm meditating, and pretty much, man, hey, I run upon this article right here. You know, this video, but ultimately the article on naturalnews.com, it say, obey or suffer. EU Chief Ursula von der Leyen's calls for the creation of global digital ID system. So pretty much, man, hey, Everything revolves around the spirit, man. And guess what? They've been talking about digital currency happening in the beginning stages of 2024, which ultimately January. They want to roll that out, man. Esau about to make his move. The devil, who you think he's so cool and they so nice and polite and so white. Hey, you're gonna meet that real devil, man. That red diabolical being. You're gonna meet a beast. Let's get into this. Man. Let's get into a little bit of this article, play the video, close out precept, and that's it. European Commission President Ursula von der Leyen has officially called for the world to establish an international framework that will create a global digital ID system. She also called for the development of the artificial intelligence to be regulated by the international body. Okay? And it says von der Leyen, the unelected chief executive of the European Union, which is the EU, made this statement while speaking before the Our Future sessions of the recently concluded G20 summit in India on Sunday. Say goodbye to your privacy. Use of digital IDs in American states is spreading rapidly. And then it said the EU chief argued for the global adoption of digital public infrastructures along the lines of those created, to facilitate the use of the recognition of the CVID, juices passports. Specifically, von der Leyen is in favor of the system adopted in the EU. Many of you are familiar with the CVID digital certificate. The EU developed it for itself. She said the model was so functional and so trusted that 51 countries on our 4 continents adopted it for free. Today, the WHO, which is the World Health Organization, uses it as a global standard to facilitate mobility in times of health threats. She added, I want to thank WHO Director General Dr. Tedros again for the excellent cooperation. Von der Leyen's call comes as the EU is already in the process of introducing a block-wide digital identity app. Man. A super app that will contain a EU citizen's passport, driver's license, credit cards, other personal informations. You see, so they ultimately want to control you, like pretty much they want to put you under subjection under their system. They ultimately want to keep you under them, man. They want to watch what you do, watch how much you pay. They want to tell you what to do. So for anybody that feel like they got free will, ultimately, that's out the window anyway, because ultimately the Lord is the one who creates and who directs men's path. That's why I started off with Proverbs 16:4, because the Lord create all things for himself, even the wicked for the day of evil. So pretty much, you got to stop right there, because he create all things for himself. You people, you things, everything that's going on, the Lord got a hand in it. If somebody died, the Lord did it. You see what I'm saying? That's to himself. That's everything to himself. But then you got to really meditate when he said, even I created the wicked for the day of evil. So pretty much what I'm reading is pretty much the beginning stages of the day of evil. Because for him to sit there and have to watch you and monitor you, that's evil, man. I thought this was a free country. Well, according to you people, it is. But we know who deals the cards, man. You see? We know who controls the whole deck, man. Okay? We know who we know who the king of this blueprint, who movie this is, man. This is Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai's movie. And it's playing out right. It said the trick is to build public digital infrastructure that is interoperable, right? Open to all and trusted, she said. I actually looked up that word. See? Gotta look up them words.
Interoperable.
Okay? Interoperable. And what does it mean? What does interoperable means? Okay? What do you mean by interoperability? All right, so the tongue twister refers to the basic ability of different computerized products or systems to readily connect and exchange information with one another in either implementation, right? Because they're going to implement this, man. All right, this is a part of the New World Order. But the major part is when that McChip coming out, all things leading to the McChip, man. I got to say it like that because, they'll flag the video. But Revelations 13 and 16, he calls of all, both small and great, rich and poor, to receive a mark, man. Forehead or right hand, man. It don't matter. If you take that mark, you're going to die because you have pledged allegiance to his system. All right. United in evil. That's what you pretty much saying when you do the pledge of allegiance. You uniting yourself in evil, in wickedness. So when he go down, you're going to go down with him. In either implementation, or access without restriction. So ultimately, goodbye to your privacy. Ain't that what the article said? Said goodbye to your privacy, man. You know? A super app that contains your passport, driver's license, credit cards, and other personal information. And who better to say it than this devil himself? I'm going to let him say a few little words, let y'all get the glimpse of it. And Lord willing, you just be edified, man. Let me find my remote right quick. All right.
Welcome, everyone. I'm Spiro with breaking news. The G20 just officially announced they are launching a plan for a global framework for digital currencies and digital IDs. Watch.
Laying the building blocks for a globally coordinated and comprehensive policy and regulatory framework for crypto assets. The global push for clearer policies on crypto assets has gained momentum under the Indian presidency, and a global consensus is emerging on the same. The presidency will support the IMF and the FSB, and FSB is also setting the contours of the regulatory framework for a globally coordinated approach to crypto assets. So the presidency, with the support of IMF and the FSB, is setting these contours. The IMF and FSB synthesis paper, about which I've spoken to the media earlier, including a roadmap. On that, I just want to give my observation. This synthesis paper delves into how the policy and regulatory frameworks developed by the IMF and the FSB, alongside the other standard-setting bodies, will fit together and interact with each other. This paper is now available in the public domain for all of you all to see.
Now, crypto was initially portrayed as a way to decouple from the central banks and to provide a layer of anonymity, just like using cash, right? But that's not what this is at all. In fact, it's quite the opposite. This is about the rollout of central bank digital currencies, or CBDCs. Now, the central banks have been working on this for quite a long time, and they have been partnering with governments and private corporations to usher this in. It kind of sounds like fascism, right? But what does it mean? Well, we've already witnessed how the central banks have been using a debt-based system to essentially enslave entire nations, and soon they'll have the ability to monitor, regulate, and tax you into submission in every way imaginable. And before you know it, you'll be eating bugs and driving electric cars. Or at least that's their plan if they get their way. Another example, didn't get your latest booster shot? Sorry, your account's been restricted until you comply. And at this point, we can start to see how the climate lockdowns don't seem too far-fetched after all, because we are witnessing the foundation of the social credit system being rolled out right now before our eyes. And if this sounds extreme, it's because it is. Just like the lockdowns and mandates that we just went through were extreme. And this agenda will maximize compliance on the next go-around. Now, what the social engineers are rolling out is called a digital panopticon, or a digital prison. This is where the digital IDs come into play.
The third one, which I'd like to...
And pretty much, man, that's what they want to do, man. That's what they want to do. See, the whole goal is to put you under their subjection. to tell you what to eat, what to do. You heard what he said, man. Sooner or later, you just gonna be eating bugs. You know, you people eat pigs and swine anyway. What you don't supposed to be eat, they bottom clippers. You eat crabs anyway, bottom feeders. But guess what? You ain't doing nothing but leading yourself to death. There's a way that seems right unto a man, but the end of other ways of death. Now let me get Revelations 12:12, and then we're just gonna close it out. They said enough, you know. This is Revelations 12:12. Therefore rejoice ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you having great wrath, because he knoweth that he have but a short time. And we read in Job 20:5 where it say, the joy of the hypocrite is for a moment. You know, the triumphant of the wicked is short, and the joy of the hypocrite is for a moment. Even fast forward to Revelations, it tell you that he knoweth that he have but a short time. So pretty much, man, when this man gets to moving, man, rapidly, man, get the hell out the way, man. Because this is that spirit that the Lord created for evil, and it's gonna start working on these citizens out here, man, in America. The boy gonna put you on full lockdown. You're gonna have to take that chip. You're gonna have to bow down to his beast system, and if you don't, you're gonna die. That's why, look at the title on the natural news. See, it say obey or suffer. EU chief Ursula von der Leyen calls for creation of global digital ID system. Obey or suffer. Get down or lay down. Abide or die. You know, that's what's about to happen, man. Okay, so that's all that I have. I'm going to give all praise and glory to Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai, by Hashem Rakakadash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles for teaching us this truth, and blessed to the brothers pushing the word throughout the four corners, man. Ball with ball, man. DTA, man. Shalom.